We ready?
Huh?
Are we ready?
To wrap it up? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a wrap.
It's 4:50. It's 10 minutes to quitting time.
God, I'm going to slide down that brontosaurus and head home. Hello, everybody. Welcome to That Checks Out and Poppin' Fresh, apparently.
I was
There
giggling.
he is with Damon and Ted. I'm Ted. He's Poppin' Fresh. Damon, how was your week?
So, I do like the beat from Dan, though. I do. I got to listen to the. There we go. Yeah. So, my week. A lot has happened since we've been in here.
Correct.
And we owe an apology probably to everybody because we did the break glass episode where we actually had to use the break glass episode.
I mean, people only know that because we told them it was the.
Yeah. They had no idea that wasn't.
They'd be
they
like,
wouldn't know it wasn't recorded.
Another week.
Yeah, it was just another week. But it was break. We had to break glass. So we've been gone for a little while. That said, I went to a Michigan football game with my family. And my cousin is a strength coach for them. So it was very cool. I got to get down on the field, got a whole experience. It was really, really, really cool. Then the next day, we got to go through the facilities, check out stuff that, I don't know, most people wouldn't get a chance to see. So it's very cool that I got a chance to see that.
I understand people in Michigan don't use the facilities.
Yes.
Dirty bastards.
They do not. But anyway, it was really cool. And the thing that was the coolest, I think, about the whole night.
You weren't here?
We were not together. That was the coolest thing, was that it was recruit night. So I actually got to see my son standing on the field with these recruits, and it was very cool. It was very cool. Now, some of them are monsters, okay, because they're going to play D1 Michigan football. These guys are like, you're looking at them, you're like, is your head in a different time zone? You know what I mean? It's amazing. And then some of them, honestly, my son was taller than a few of them to play his position. I was like, yes. So now you just have to get really good. That's all. Because those guys are there for a reason. But it was really neat. We got to take in the whole experience. We got to get in the, like I said, in the facilities the next day and take a tour of everything and see, all the trophies. And it was quite a cool experience. Thanks to Sean and Amy for making that possible. It was just amazing. So like I said, I've never been field level for the beginning of an event of that size. So it's pretty cool. There's 110,000 people that place sits.
Big house.
The big house. And I can tell you why they sit it. Because you are on, I had a seat that was half the size of me. So, on a bleacher. Had it been hot, this was a night game, so the sun was down, it was nice. Had it been hot, the people next to me would have been like, I'm damp because of you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. That would
not in any good way.
You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't have been anybody. Yeah, nobody I know. So anyway, what about you? Because I, this time, wasn't entirely the reason we didn't get together.
I mean, you were, because that's why we stacked 3 together.
A little bit. Kind of. So what about you? What'd you do?
Nothing, because I got fired.
Yeah, I heard about that. Huh? Heard about that.
Yeah, I knew about it last time we recorded. I just didn't tell you guys, because I didn't want to talk about it. Turns out, still don't.
So, did it really happen if we don't talk about it?
Well, yeah, because I don't have to go to work every day, so I'm very well. I never said it here or on social media where I worked, and I still won't. That's just my policy. Though I'd like to think that some of our listeners who do decide that they're like, hey, I don't talk about it. Hey, how about remember that thing that's work specific? I'm going to mention it. Please don't.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep having to say that. If you know where I work, that's good for you. Give it to yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Now, nowhere. But if you know where I worked.
Yeah. Well, the good news is
I got to put ED on that for sure.
The good news is you can't get let go again for releasing that information.
That is correct. As of right now, today I cannot get fired again.
You cannot get fired. Yeah. You know what's weird is if they call you back and be like, we want to fire you because of stuff you did today.
Yeah. Can we bring you back?
So we heard you got some free time. Mind coming in so we can fire you?
So because of that, I had some free time.
Yeah.
But I told my family, not my immediate in the house family, I told my extended family, which isn't that much anymore. There's a few of them.
Right.
I said, hey, just so you don't see it somewhere and have questions, I was laid off from my job.
Yeah.
My sister said, oh no, are you okay? Do you need anything? My mom's immediate response was, oh, I guess you have free time now. Can you take me out to see your sister? My sister responded with, I don't think he needs to worry about that right now. She got nothing to worry about. My mom's response was silence.
Yeah.
So I went out to see my sister with my mom.
Right. Hey, spoiler alert. Ted went with his mom.
Yeah.
Should have said spoiler alert. Nobody saw it coming.
Took my mom to see my sister. You drove us to the airport.
Correct. I saw it coming. By the way, do you realize asking your, directionally impaired friend
I just wanted the whole purpose was just another adult could see what I'm talking about. So now my mom's a witness when I'm like, do you see what I'm saying? We can bring my mom in front of the judge and she'd be like, Your Honor, I do believe that
was justifiable.
He was in one of 4 lanes that were all going the same way, and he kept having to ask, am I in the right lane?
Am I in the right lane?
And I said, it doesn't matter. They're all going to the same place.
We're getting off in 17 miles. I'll get over now.
Is this the right lane? They're all the same lane. It does not matter.
You are correct.
Do I need to go to this lane? Feel free. Go to the other one. Go to the other one after that. Go to the even further one after that. You do what you want, man. They're all going to the same place.
Would you tell me the one time you're like, the road splits because there's a pier from the bridge?
You're like, why did this road split? I'm like, because we're shifted for construction. If you don't get out of this lane, you're going to drive straight into the bridge pylon. And you're like, well, okay, I guess I'll get out of this lane. Like, okay, there you go.
Right. But then the next time we go around, I go, man, why do they keep putting pylons?
Why do they keep putting bridges in the middle of this road?
In the middle of the road. Yeah. It's like, this is very poorly engineered.
That we went to Mount Airy, North Carolina. For those of you older than 105, that's the inspiration for Mayberry in the Andy Griffith Show.
Correct.
Now, Damon and I went there back before this all started. We went to the Dukes Fest. We skipped out on the last day and went there instead. So Damon knows the area, knows the thing. Apparently, I didn't know that my sister doesn't like a lot of traffic and a lot of people because we went down there during their big festival. It was their big festival weekend. It was packed. When we went, the two of us, it was
nothing.
Ghost town. Right?
Ghost town, yeah.
Yeah. So there's hundreds of people. We come down to the main intersection. There's people at every corner waiting for their light to walk across. There's cars at every part. We have a green light. My sister does not go. I'm like, what are you doing? You can turn there. I know. Okay, but you need to turn. Okay, I know. But you need to go. Spoiler alert, did not go. Light changed. We had to wait for another cycle. When it went, I was like, okay, so then we went down. You remember where the gas station was, where the fake jail is and everything?
Correct,
where
yes.
we got the car ride?
Yes.
So parking there was a little tricky. I said, okay, well, there's supposedly parking in the back, but you have to turn left here. Well, there's a car coming out of that road, and they're cheating a little bit to the middle because there's people walking in. There's cars parked in the street. So, but they can't go until we go because we're also kind of cheated to the middle for the same reason. There's more room where they are.
I smell a stalemate coming.
Right. And then there's someone coming and my sister's just sitting there. I'm like, you need to go, but I want to wait for them. But they can't go until you go. But I want to wait for them. And then finally I turn like, I don't know what your deal is. I don't know what's stopping you.
Yeah.
But you need to turn left now.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Turn left, we park and everything. Eventually I was like, hey, can we do this? She's like, okay, but you need to drive because I'm not going to park. I'm like, no, you don't know how to park. You don't know how to drive.
Yeah, I don't think the parking's not the problem.
Yeah, you seem to be able to put the car in park and get out real quick. Yeah. That didn't seem to be a problem.
And hand me the keys. It's like an all-one gesture. Yeah. Hey, some people don't. Listen, I don't like driving in heavy traffic when I don't know where I'm going and I'm like, do I have to get over? Which I asked a million times, I understand. But this is now, I've been there. It's a rural area.
Yeah.
So I realized, it is like a small town, like Catfish Days in Wilmington.
Yeah,
it gets busy.
Yeah, it was very busy.
I get it. It gets busy.
Yeah, she said, well, by the way, I'm having my brakes worked on, so they're a little loose right now. Be careful with that. And I told you this. Like, I Fred Flintstone those to the ground.
Yeah.
And I swear the brakes leaned out over the tires. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. Hold on. Is someone else pushing?
Now, you remember the road she lives on. It's like a major thoroughway.
Oh, yeah. You're pulling out onto a highway.
You don't have a turn lane to get to No, this is where I'm trying to get into her driveway.
Oh, okay.
From the road.
Even worse.
So I signaled way back. I let people know, hey guys.
Yeah.
I'm turning. So be ready.
But I'm coming in hot with bad brakes.
I told everyone, hold on, we're coming in hot. My mom was like, oh!
Yeah. Mrs. Wilson, that's what hot means. Yeah. Okay. We just saw Dukes of Hazzard a while. We're on two wheels. Yeah. Okay.
We came in real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all right.
And it's all gravel. So it's like, like you're going to want to throw some dirt down there. Yeah. I cleaned that out for you.
You're going to want to get some shovels, maybe fill that in. But no, like I said, I'm very familiar with that area. So that was very cool where it's like, I understand what a lot of people looks like there.
Yeah.
I get it, and again, you're talking about, I don't even know if there was a stoplight down there.
It was the one stoplight.
The one stoplight.
I mean, there's others out around the outside skirt, but we're talking like right downtown. There was the one light.
Yeah.
And that's where she panicked. And just watching the time. And we were like a two car lengths back. Like, can you at least just pull up to the front? Like, why are we waiting way back here?
Can they know eventually we're going to go?
I know.
Can they just
I can't. I'm not going to.
We're going to park here.
We're not. I'm not going to do it.
You know what's weird is I've never seen it with a close relative where I can totally, of course I talk smack to my friends too, but you very seldom do you get in that situation where you're like, you're the more aggressive one and you're a passenger?
Yeah.
That's
I've
kind of.
never seen it. Like I said, I've known my sister 47 years.
Right.
Never seen that.
Right.
But I was just like, not having it.
Yeah.
Because if I can't control this vehicle, I'm yelling at the person who can.
Well,
Because that was the thing, I couldn't move it or park it.
Right.
You got to do it.
yeah. I'm over here.
Yeah.
I don't even have a brake.
Do you want to get out and move? I'll get in that seat.
You barely have a brake.
Yeah.
I don't have any brakes over here. you barely have one on your
These
side.
are your kids and our mother in the back. I'll jump out.
Right. Yeah.
They're on their own. They decide to get in this car with you. They're on their own.
Nothing has ever checked out more than realizing.
Oh, hold on though. That's not the best story. On the flight back.
Yeah.
On the flight there, I sat in the middle next to my mom, and I realized this sucked.
Wait, your mom was in the window or in the aisle?
She was in the aisle because
Okay.
I didn't think she'd want to crawl through into the seats because she's not
Gotcha.
very mobile anymore. And I said, "Look, I did nothing for you in the middle. I didn't need to be there.
Right.
So I changed my seat to be the aisle behind her. And first off, I'm going to skip ahead to a different part of the story. All of a sudden, I see a note from my mom is handing me a note. Like, oh no, is this the passenger 57 situation?
Wait, you're on the plane and she's handing notes?
me a note. And I was like, oh no, does the guy next to you?
What did she write the note on? She had stationery and pens?
For sure. She probably had multiple.
Okay.
So it was one of the ones that I'm sure I've seen it, in 1985 where it was a list, mow the lawn,
I gotcha.
do the dishes.
Yeah.
It was one of those kinds.
It's the same pad, right?
I opened it up and it was like, text your sister and ask her if she mailed the letters I asked her to mail. And I folded it back up neatly and I leaned forward. I was like, I can't do that at 35,000. Texting doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I'll do it when we land.
Yeah.
And I handed it back. I opened it up. We're like, this is what I watched her struggle to try to hand me a note. What whilst flying in turbulence to tell me to text my sister.
So
I was like, you know what you could have done? You could have used your thumbs to text Wendy.
Yeah.
The same message.
Yeah.
Handed it forward.
You should have said, let me borrow your pen. You
Yeah.
put a no box and you mark the no box.
Just reach over. Psst, hey, can you crack that window? Send this note out.
Hey.
So we're 40 minutes into the flight.
Okay.
They don't let you get up at first because there was turbulence. Even the flight attendants had to sit. As soon as they could get up, they start doing the drink thing. Someone goes to the bathroom. Someone else goes right behind them to the bathroom. Like it's like clockwork. All of a sudden, this guy comes back and he's like, "Let me get in there." And I'm like, "This isn't your row." And he's like, "I'm sitting here." And I'm like, "This isn't your row," because there was no one in the middle. It was me and some dude in the air, window.
So he's trying to switch mid-flight.
Yeah, he's just trying to get in. And we're sitting in the seats we paid extra for because I paid extra for a little more leg room because I figured that'd be better for my mom. She wouldn't have to crawl into tiny seats.
Yeah.
I don't like sitting in the tiny seats. Like, this isn't your row. And because there was no one in the middle, I put my backpack under the middle seat.
Yeah.
There's no one there. So I can, he's like, it isn't your row. And he just pushes past me. He's like, I'm sitting there. He sits down. He's like, is there someone's stuff here? And I was like, yeah, because this isn't your row, man. That's why you don't recognize the fact that this isn't your bag. I'm like, yeah, it's my bag. He's like, oh, can you move it? And it's like, why? He's like, well, I want to put my feet out. I'm like, that's why my feet are out. This isn't your row. Takes my backpack out and hands it to me. I'm like,
I would have called the flight attendant.
At this point, I'm like, I go to him, oh, is this how it works? Where's your seat? Can I just go back there and mess with those people? That seems to be what we're doing.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything. Just push the seat back, just goes to sleep. So what I do is, and he takes both armrests, mine and the guy next, like the window guy that had it the whole time. I made that guy's flight a living. I turned on his air, blew it right in his face.
Yeah.
I just put my arm out, did the elbow. I just elbowed this entire time. Usually I suck it in.
Yeah.
I fly thin. I flew fat as F.
Really?
I widened myself out. I man spread as far as I could. Here's the thing. I don't know because he went up and talked to people. I don't know if he got permission because that's what he went up to the front for. Because he never went in the bathroom. He was just talking to someone in the galley.
Yeah.
So maybe he asked if he could go to a different seat.
Yeah.
So they're like, I don't want to start stuff at 35,000 feet because not only can you text, but if you get in trouble up there, I don't know if you know this, it's a federal offense.
Is it really?
So I'm not messing with anyone.
Okay.
Except this guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, my leg was over on him the whole time.
So you became like Ted?
Oh yeah,
Ted the terrorist? Is that what you were doing?
I became Dick Wilson
Nice.
for sure.
Very nice.
I wasn't having it. Oh my god! But I was like, yeah, you don't recognize it because it's not your row, bro. Like, I don't know what you don't understand.
Yeah. He didn't bring nothing with him? He didn't have any...
Well, it's probably from where he was because he came from behind me.
Oh.
But he didn't bring anything with him to that seat.
And that was a lesser, you pay less to be back there, less room, everything else?
Yeah, there's they say it's first class. It's not first class anymore. It's basically business, economy plus, You get a little bit wider seats, a little bit bigger leg room, and then just regular economy. Mm-hmm. And he came from back there.
Got you. So he upgraded himself in the air.
He upgraded himself for free.
In the air.
Yeah, and then was upset that I wouldn't move my bag so he could stretch his legs out. And I'm like, bro, I paid for this seat and also additionally paid for this seat. You just walked up and were like, yeah, I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Called it.
Yeah. This is like, you know what? I'm in Chicago. I know how dibs work. I put my bag here. I've got dibs.
I had no idea. So it's like a federal offense if you like.
Yeah, if I get if the flight attendant comes down and I say something and they don't like it.
Yeah,
they can
get out of here. Really?
Yeah, they have pretty big leeway.
Wow.
If I'm like, this guy's being an ass and I don't want him here, and they're like, oh, we said we could move here. I'm like, well, that doesn't seem fair. I paid for it, and then suddenly I'm being belligerent.
Right.
That's it.
Really?
Doesn't necessarily have to go to that level, but if you've seen videos recently,
is this like NFL ref discretion, whatever they call it?
It used to be, like Ty goes to the runner. No, not anymore.
No,
yeah, it's immediately
felony goes to the guy who was probably in the right.
It's immediately you're getting plastic cuffed and frog marched to the front.
So you get a new seat, huh?
Yeah, I probably would have gotten in the jump seat with duct tape.
I could just picture that though when you're getting your pickup.
Well, what's great though is he walked past, like my mom's in front of me. There's no one in the middle there. So he literally walked past that row, which thank God, because if he would have pulled it with my mom, I might have gotten in his face.
Yeah.
But he just walked past that row and was like, bro, what do you think that you just get to, I like this one better now. It's not how flights work.
So
it's not like a bus.
Why didn't my move would have been, hey,
but now Tina the same way. Tina was like, I'd have thought of talk to the flight attendant. I'm like, they don't want that business. They don't want it. It's not like that guy kicked me out of my seat. He legitimately just took an empty seat that he shouldn't have taken. It was the fact that he acted like he was entitled to it that bothered me.
Right.
If he just would have been like, hey, well, and here's the problem. Also, it smelled like he hadn't used deodorant in probably his life.
Gotcha.
And not like in an offensive, like he was an unclean person. I just think that his upbringing, that wasn't a thing.
Okay, so it's not like he's not one step away from washing his balls with his own shirt.
Right. I just think it's come from a different quality of life where that's just not how it's done.
Gotcha.
And I was just, so I'm sitting there the whole time.
Oh, natural.
Yeah. So now I'm like, do you want something to drink? No, but if you could just shove some booze right up my nose.
Yeah.
So I could burn that out.
So how was the flight home?
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic.
So you subjected yourself to my driving in city traffic. Mm-hmm. Your sister's driving in any traffic where it's busy.
The only bonus is that when I fly with my mom, we get to board first because she gets to go into the.
Oh, I got you. Special entrance.
People that need extra time.
Yeah, I got you. Well, you know what? So then it worked out. You got your extra time.
Oh, yeah. I got to sit in the plane for 20 extra minutes.
You got 20 extra minutes without anybody in that seat. I don't know what you're complaining about. And you know what? If I was a flight attendant, I would have arrested you too. I would have.
Oh, she gets to ride through the airport. Because as soon as we get there, we have to go to the ticket counter and go, hey, we requested assistance so they can get a chair for her.
Yeah.
And then they're always looking back at me like, what does it matter? I will meet you at the gate. I know where the plane's leaving from.
Right.
Like they're always looking around for me. Like I'm going to disappear with my stuff. Yeah. She's got her stuff on that chair and she's got her boarding pass. You don't need me in the equation anymore. You know what I even did this time? I'm like, hey, I'm pre-check. You guys go through the regular plebe security. I'm going through the one I paid extra for. I'll meet you at the other side. And they're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, you go through your security.
Yeah.
I'll go through my security.
Yeah.
We'll meet at the other end.
Yeah. Yeah. I've already got this figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. Again, never flown. But I think I would stand ground on my seat. However, I would probably have a felony of some kind when the plane landed, and you wouldn't have to pick me up at the airport. It would be one of those, could you also text Wendy and say we don't need a ride because we are okay, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to be detained.
We're going to go in the wee-woo car.
Right. Well, you know what's weird? We now have a poober. It's a police Uber. We are all good. We are all good. So anyway, good thing I didn't call it puber, huh? That would have been weird. Anyway, can I tell you something? Remember how we talked a couple weeks ago about being like homecoming sign, sure of yourself? You know what I mean? Just being like, hey, I'm so sure I'm going to put it on a sign and show the world. There's a different level of lack of self-awareness to the fact of where, and again,
this is rich coming from you.
Yeah, you're going to say, I was just going to say, you're going to be like, Damon, really? Let me give you the 2 words. Corey Feldman. Okay?
All right.
Listen, if there's anybody that tops me in the, hey, I don't understand how anybody takes me in, okay? It's Corey Feldman, all right? Anyway, he's doing Riot Fest, which I guess is a concert of some kind.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's doing Riot
Festival.
Fest. Okay, festival. So they're chanting.
It's right in the name. I don't know if you caught it.
Yeah. So well, no, it's not Riot Festival. It's Riot Fest. Okay. Don't understand.
Wow.
So anyway, all right. So anyway, I don't know why you're laughing, Mac. I just proved him wrong. You should be on my side. But anyway, it's all good. I guess he has a song, either has a song called The Comeback King, but his bass player, like he leaves the stage and everybody thinks he's done. Okay. Now, here's the deal. If Corey Feldman gets off a stage at a concert I'm at, I'm not cheering him back out. I'm glad he's gone. And if I sat through him, there must be one hell of a show coming later on.
Are you saying encore? No, I'm screaming no more.
Yeah, right.
No more.
So
no
they start
no
chanting,
more.
yeah, Comeback King, right? Now, I don't know if they mean Comeback King, like you're the king, or if this is a song, all right? So anyway, after they chant for a while, he comes back out, okay? The band starts playing. The band gets probably, I don't know, he gets like 3 lines into what he's doing. And he goes, whoa, 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 stop, stop, stop. He goes, you guys are out of time. Start the song over. And he yells. And I'm going, if you're a musician playing with Corey Feldman, you can't be that good. All right? I don't think that like Steve Vai and all these other guys are like lining up to play with Corey Feldman.
I have to imagine that the arrangement isn't that complicated.
Correct, yes.
Where it's that hard,
yeah, it's not, it's A, B, A, B, C, A, C, A, you know, it's not hard. But anyway, they're all out of time, according to the wonderful and musically gifted Corey Feldman, all right? So he's screaming at his guys. They start over. The crowd starts going nuts, like they're loving it. Okay, he's putting videos up of this stuff, and it's hysterical. But my point is like, hey, bro, something tells me that the world's best musicians are not on the stage with you right now. Okay, you didn't have to tell Joe Satriani how to play guitar. All right, you didn't go out there and do that. All right, I'm just saying, when you tell Clapton, sit down, you're not in time. I got this. You know, you're a lost boy.
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
You're a lost boy in the world. Okay, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
But it just cracks me up because people are they're chanting "Come Back." And again, I think it's a song. I hope it's a song title.
In his search for videos, it came up.
Okay, because if they're calling him the king of anything, okay, if dipshits have a king, it's Corey Feldman.
Slightly on this subject, can we get rid of the encore altogether at this point? We all know it's happening.
Okay, so
why does an adult group think that they have to play peekaboo with their audience?
Yeah.
Until they get loud enough.
Yeah.
Well, we know they're coming back.
So
have they not come back yet? Been like, you know what, not loud enough. You're not getting Piano Man.
So
Billy Joel's leaving.
Right, Billy Joel. I'm out. He does a dealer.
Yeah.
He just does his hands.
Nope.
I'm out. You know,
Uptown Girl was the end. I'm out.
Right.
That's what we're leaving on.
Right. We didn't start the fire, and you didn't get Piano Man.
Should have clapped louder when I brought out the vets.
But so what cracks me up is I went to a show a while back, and I might have even talked about it, but I went to see a Disturbed show, right, with my son Brendan. Well, now, they had a band open for them called Breaking Benjamin that's been around for, I guess, decades. I never really knew of them. I've heard some of their songs. They were phenomenal. I was like, you made a fan right here. They were good. No encore because they're the middle band, right? Cut to Disturbed. Disturbed is playing you're jamming out. You're like, man, you guys sound as good as you do in the studio. This is phenomenal. You guys rock. They get done. Good night, Chicago. First off, you're not in Chicago. You're in Orland.
You're in Orland. Tinley Park.
Well, here's the deal. They're from Tinley Park. Why don't you say good night, Tinley Park? You're from there. You got the key of the city earlier that day.
Right.
You're from there. So anyway, good night, Chicago. I'm like, no, I go, they're not done. They didn't play Down with the Sickness. They didn't play some of their biggest hits. Right. And they're like, and my son Brendan's like, what do you mean? I'm like, hold on, stop. Have you ever been to a concert? Yeah. Here's what happens. They don't play the bangers, okay? Yeah.
No, well, they come out with their second banger. That's their first one.
Correct.
Play everything else, but you're right. Then they disappear, and you're like, wait a minute.
We got a lot of B-side hits here. Yeah. Where's the banger? And then you go, man. And you know what's weird is there's people sitting around there now. Maybe they were stoned out of their mind. Don't know because I smelled a lot of that. But maybe that's what it was. But they're all looking around like, I can't believe they didn't play Down with the Sickness. And I'm just like, are you guys stupid? Are you new? Yeah. This is how a band does it. And you know how you know? The drummer never got up and left the stage. Okay? The guitar player standing right over there. Right. You know? Why don't you look? Dude, I'm on the lawn. I don't have phenomenal seats, and I can tell you right now, they're also on the stage.
Because our boy in the other room could attest to this. When it's over, house lights start coming up.
Correct.
other things start going down. Like the fact that it's still set up with everything is still set for the. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Are we supposed to walk out of here in the dark? I don't think that's how it happens. Right. So anyway, they come back out. The crowd goes nuts, and I'm going, okay. Now fast forward to where I'm watching this Corey Feldman.
Just came out and they're like, sorry, forgot this.
Yeah. we're not supposed to be out.
That wasn't supposed to be out. They grab all their gear and they walk out.
Yeah. So that's my sweater. My grandma gave me that. You know. But what's funny is now you fast forward and I'm watching this Corey Feldman thing, and like these people are like they're chanting and it's come back King, and I'm going, and I'm praying to God it's a song title. Looks like it is. We're good. But I'm going, that's what you kept.
That was his banger? Is that what your point?
Listen, I never heard any of his songs. Can't tell you there's a banger in there. Okay, I wish he'd bang his head against a brick wall. That's what I wish he'd do. But to say you're the king of anything, all right, other than you want to be the king of pop.
Yeah. He thinks he's Michael Jackson.
You desperately want to be Michael Jackson.
Sure. Yeah.
But like I said, unless you're the king of the dipshits, there's really nothing you're in charge of. But I found that totally odd and funny, and I just wanted to talk about it because if I ever have that kind of confidence, and again, I realize you're saying, hey, coming from Damon, this has got to be a statement. I feel like it was, because if there's one guy that is, I'm not going to use the word delusional, confident, all right? If there's one guy that's more confident in this world than me, okay?
I have not found him.
Well, his name's Corey Feldman, and he'll come out. If you yell, come back King, he'll come back out for a song. And when the band is off, imagine being those guys. You're like, what are you making? $12 to play guitar for Corey Feldman? You know what I mean? What are you really making? Oh, and by the way, you get all the leftover groupies from Corey Feldman.
Gross.
Okay. So I don't know what the Lost Girls look like, but I don't think I want any part of them. Yeah. It is what it is.
That's when that immediately be like, and I'm playing drums for the wrong Corey. The other one's dead. Exactly.
Correct. He knew when to get out. You do not figure that out yet. So again, I want to have that confidence. I feel that's way above homecoming sign confidence. That's just a confidence that I long to have. And I someday I will get it, and I will be oblivious to what everybody else thinks. Shut your mouth, Wilson. Because I saw you start to open. Your eyes get real big. I'm like, just shut up. So let's do a couple fun facts. Okay. Here's one that hits home with me. Your brain tricks you into seeing yourself 5 times less attractive in the mirror than you actually are.
5 times?
Which is crazy because...
Man, you must be horrid.
I must be hot as hell because I see myself... I'm fairly confident what I see in the mirror. You know what I mean?
I don't think this is scientifically true.
Yeah, I think it is.
They're too busy trying to figure out why ants overwalk their holes.
It's the sticks. It's the sticks they put on their feet. That's what they do.
5 times?
5 times less attractive.
There's no way.
Because I know there's a lot of people... And look, there's a lot of people that are just... They're very attractive. They look
there's
in the
a lot
mirror.
of people that are conventionally attractive and they're like, oh, I'm terrible. And you're like, I don't know what you're looking at.
Right.
You're off. But 5 times?
5 times.
That's a lot of times.
It's a lot of times. Right. Which means, like I said, inexplicably hot am I if I'm 5 times better than what I look at in the mirror?
To be fair, 5 times gross is still gross.
5 times 0 is still 0? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were nothing.
Yeah.
And 5 times you is still nothing.
Yeah. I mean, if you were 1, 5 times that is still just a 5.
It's a 5. It's a 5, so.
On a curve.
What if I was a 2? That's a 10. Huh?
You're a shanty 5.
Yeah, I'm a shanty 5. I'm a blind school 7, all right? Until you feel my face, then I'm back to that 5. That's where I'm at.
Where's all the squish?
But 5.
Where's the bone structure? Is there a skull in here?
I think my hand just sunk. Am I in your mouth? No, that's my cheek. That's where it is.
Is this your butt? Gross.
I'm thinking of the Family Guy one. I just love that. Is this a pelvis? Yeah. Anyway, 5 times. Mac, how attractive are you when you look in the mirror?
What?
Yeah, false. All right. So, is he paying attention?
He was, because when you were name dropping guitarists, he was all over it.
Yeah, he was.
As soon as you're like, when you look at yourself in the mirror, wait, what?
Wait, what?
I don't understand the question.
He's saying that when you look at the mirror,
yeah,
the reflection that you see, Brian, is 5 times less attractive in your head
than what you really are.
Than what people actually see you as.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Do you feel like you see yourself that way?
No.
Hey, by the way, jokes are great when you have to explain them out word by word.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the chicken got to the other side.
Yeah. Well, how did it do that? Well, across the road.
Hey, I got chickens.
Yeah.
I always paid attention.
When you look at a chicken in the mirror, do you see it 5 times?
It's probably been a hot year since we've talked about Max chickens.
Yeah. Well, hey.
I didn't have them. I just got them.
Then let me.
We're back. Chicken's back again. Your chickens are the comeback king.
So here's what I'm doing then. Come back chicks. Okay. Here's the next one then. We'll talk about this with your chickens. Female ferrets go into heat in their first spring. They will remain that way in season until successfully mated. If mating does not occur, the female will succumb to aplastic anemia and die the most painful death.
I mean, that sounds good for the male ferrets.
Your chances go way up.
Go way up.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't matter what you look like in the mirror.
You're like, look, I know in the mirror, I'm 5 times better than what I look at, but I'm just letting you know. It's this or death.
What's weird is that if you follow Star Trek, which I'm sure you don't.
No.
That's it. That's the same thing happens to the Vulcans.
Oh, really?
It hits a point where they're like, there was this whole episode where they had to get back to Vulcan so Spock could hit it.
Yeah.
Because
really?
He was going to die because he was going into this weird like sickness that he had to mate.
Really?
Or it was over. Had I known they stole that from the life cycle of female ferrets, maybe not as great of a story.
I was going to say, wow, they're so creative. Ferrets do that. Damn it.
Hey, Johnson, you got a ferret at home, right? Yeah. This checks out.
Yeah. So that storyline you came up with, how many dead ferrets you got at your house? Well, I have unattractive females.
How many female ferrets have you seen die in agony? Oh, today?
Yeah.
You mean this week?
Yeah.
My word, at least a dozen.
So I guess my point is that if you have to say, look, it's either this or death, odds are your stats are going way up. Like male ferrets should really, first off, doesn't matter how you look at yourself in the mirror, you're probably gonna get some action. Okay,
it's how quick you said it was like their first cycle in, boom, they're in it, and then it's that or over.
Oh yeah,
you didn't say like it was like their second or third year. It was like their first year, and it was like game on.
Yeah. I'm saving myself for marriage. You mean death?
Yeah.
Okay, you mean death because you're not going to get married.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is how it works. So you almost have to be like a ferret woman of the night to be able to make sure that you are going to survive your first when you're in heat, the first spring. Okay. Now, I have 2 more. I'm only going to do one, and this one we may have mentioned this before, but I have a different take on it. There are libraries around the world.
Library.
Where you can check out humans as living books and listen to their stories. I think we've talked about this. Yeah,
for sure.
So my point is when you go do this, okay, do you need a library card or do you just walk in? Secondly, what if you get the guy that stutters? Do you pay the late fee? Because this is the first thing I thought of. I'm going to get the old guy that wants to tell me a story. He's going to be like, and I know me. I'm going to be sitting there going, hey, speed it up. Well, I got to pay for this.
Can you do like a preview?
Oh,
can they be sitting there and you poke them with a stick and you're like, all right, go.
You know, like the preface of the book. You should be able to open it up.
Or the back of the book.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you look at you have 3 sentences to tell me why I should talk to you. Yeah. That makes sense.
They should just let them sit in libraries with elevators. And then if they can give you a smashing elevator speech, that's the one you take home.
You take them off on that floor.
If you get to the second floor and they're still like, well, I'm out.
Yeah. Well, that would rule out the stuttering guy.
Time.
Yeah,
Good luck next time.
Because, like I said, I'd be really worried about like I get the guy that or he.
Well, you know what you do with him? You just put a penny on his forehead.
Why?
Don't you remember like when the record would skip? You'd put a penny on the. You put a coin on the.
It just balances it.
Yeah,
it balances it.
That's all you do.
It's all good. You put a. So it's weird. So if you take,
you just look. Yeah, you just go to the library. It's like all the guys that just has like an indention, like a penny mark in his head. Oh, not that.
I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Yeah, it's like the red light district. Only it's all guys sitting in booths, and you just walk up and they start talking. You're like, ooh.
Now I worked at the library, so we would repair stuff and it was damaged. Like, do you send that guy to the back and you have him work done?
He comes in the next day in a headband. What are you covering up?
Yeah, I mean, we legit had like book glue, and we would have to fix book covers and stuff and everything. Like,
I don't know, how do you repair an old man?
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, where's Daryl? Yeah, he's in the back.
Yeah,
we're working on him.
We're working him up. We're working him over.
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
His binding was coming apart.
He's in library hospice. That doesn't sound good. It's really not.
Doesn't sound good at all.
It's not.
It doesn't sound good at all. Not for Daryl, not for us.
They usually don't come out once they go in there. It's usually...
And you see one guy standing there going, okay, but I can't see another guy until I put Daryl back.
Yeah, I can't go on to Gordon until I finish Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl
was... I'm going in sequence here. I need Daryl back.
It's a trilogy. It's Daryl, then Gordon.
It's Daryl, Larry, and then a different Daryl.
Hey, that's good reference. Newhart. That's good reference.
For
good
those
reference.
Of you paying attention.
Are they brothers? Yes. No. Yes. All right. No. Night at the Roxbury. So anyway, You threw me off with the no.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, I'm going to do a couple.
What?
I'm going to do a couple of poorly worded ads. I have a list here of poorly worded ads. Still works. Still works, man. I have no poorly worded ads. I'm reading it now. Luckily, I already switched page because I would have no idea what I'm talking about.
Sausage.
It's not going to give me that time. I'm good.
Well, I got Mac.
Yeah, I got Mac.
You almost spelled very doughboy on that.
So these are poorly worded ads, okay? Here's the first one. For sale, an antique desk suitable for lady with thick legs and large drawers. That's how it reads.
Go hand in hand.
But it's an antique desk suitable for a lady. Now, do they have back in the day? Did they have men's and women's desks? Like,
Yeah.
was one made just like beefier or what?
Well, I mean, they have different kind of desks, but there was
Like trim? Was it daintier? What was it?
It depends on the usage, but yeah, they would have women's furniture and men's furniture.
Because I do remember, like, you used to have the roll up ones, the desk. I remember those from back in the day.
Yeah.
And you do
They would have secretary. Like I have a desk that's from the 1800s. Well, I say it's when my mom goes. I will
Right.
have a desk.
Got ya.
It's called a secretary, but it pulls down and has all the cubby holes for pills and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did have
Yeah. And now some of those
like
had
writing desks and different kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think it's odd.
But I think you're right. I think it would have been daintier. It had more of a flourish to it.
Well, it definitely wouldn't have thick legs and large drawers.
usually not.
Yeah. So this next one, 4-poster bed. Okay. So I'm guessing not posters of like Motley Crue and Skid Row. I'm guessing it's going to be 4-post. 101 years old. Perfect for an antique lover. Does that mean old people?
So you're trying to say is like because it's the bed.
Right.
They use the word lover. You think it's for
Correct.
someone.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to come back? I got a 4-post to remind you of your youth.
Well, have you seen Tommy? No, he's really an antique lover. He's usually in by like 5 o'clock.
No.
Eats dinner, goes to bed.
I was got one of those like metal frames. They won't like it. It's too modern for them. A bookcase in it? No.
Wanted 50 girls for stripping machine operators in factory. That's all one sentence.
All right. Now, does the 50 girls have to strip one machine operator?
Oh, imagine that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, the ladies are here for what?
Yeah. I don't have 50 things. What
They answered the ad.
What are the other 40 going to do?
Yeah. I am wearing 2 articles of clothing.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're talking
I don't
about.
understand. I don't need that many people.
Yeah.
That seems like overkill. You wouldn't give me overtime last week, Dave.
Yeah.
And now you got money for 50
Now
strippers?
we got 50 strippers. What are we doing here?
That's a lot.
Wanted unmarried girls to pick fresh fruit and produce at night. Now, we know it means produce.
Yeah.
But the way they wrote it.
Yeah.
Unmarried girls to pick fresh fruit and produce at night. I'm guessing these are the girls that didn't make the stripper cut.
Well, I don't know. They're ladies of the night, apparently.
Ferrets of the night.
Is it cheaper if they're by day?
So
It's like moonlighting.
If they're by day, they put you in a factory and you strip a dude. You strip an operator.
Fly by night.
Let's see here. We do not tear your clothing with machinery. We do it carefully by hand. I don't even know what they're selling here. But if I walk in somewhere and they just rip my clothes off, first off, kudos to you.
Yeah.
Because what you're about to see, I don't think you're ready for.
Yeah. What you're about to see is 5 times smaller than what he sees when he looks at it in the mirror.
I was going to say, honestly, if it's 5 times better than what I see in the mirror, congratulations. Okay.
Because he already thinks the world of it.
I feel like it's
So if it's
wonderful.
5 times more than that,
We know that the adjective for it is been adequate. All right. We know that. All right.
it's been adequate said through like a
Yeah. That's been proven. Okay.
adequate.
So, but adequate times 5 could be impressive. Huh? What's the equation?
Oh, you threw it in a
Huh?
huh?
Well, what's the,
Huh?
what I need the
Huh?
conversion
Sausage.
chart. I need for sausage. I
I
need the
think the
conversion
sausage
chart.
conversion chart.
I need to know. So 5 times adequate would be impressive. Huh?
Well, what's 5 times impressive then?
Huh? Damon.
Like, there's no way that's going where you think it is. No, sir.
Oh, okay. So, have several very old dresses from grandmother in beautiful condition. Now,
Yeah.
Are the dresses?
Dresses or the grandmother?
grandmother she's in beautiful condition. Dresses?
Yeah.
Not so much.
Not a scratch on her. Only been ridden once.
My grandma is near mint. Okay. Is she a trading card? What are we doing here? She's got, do we bend a corner?
Don't you have multiple aunts and uncles? Your story is not coming true.
Yeah. Are they all twins? What are we doing here? Tired of cleaning yourself? Let me do it.
I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Are you tired of using that stick with a rag?
Let me do it.
Let me do it. Come on. Dog for sale. Eats anything and is fond of children. Oh, man.
Look at them kids.
Let's see here. There was a couple on here that I saw that were really good. Oh, this one says, get rid of ants, but it's AUNTS. They did it wrong. Zap does the job in 24 hours. Has anybody seen my Aunt Brenda?
Yeah.
Well, I called Zap, so I'm not surprised.
Well, yeah, not in the last 24.
Wait a minute. Did we proofread that ad? They get there and they're like, what are you doing? Listen, you read the ad. I'm here for her, okay? You don't want to leave a sandwich down because there's shit all over this place. I'm telling you right now, I'm taking out your aunt. Let's see here. Sheer stockings designed for fancy dress.
Let's go back. Do you have any nieces and nephews? Yeah. What? And you just hear.
Yeah. She just
get taken out.
She just got sniped. What happened here? What? How did that happen?
I'll take that. The guy just grabs her, scoots her out. We'll get that for you.
For rent, 6-room hated apartment. So not heated, but hated. Hated it. Man.
And this economy, though, you could probably get quite a bit of money, even if it is hated.
Man wanted to work in dynamite factory. Must be willing to travel. It's a factory.
Yeah, that's a good one. Where are you going?
Here, this one falls in my world, what I used to do. Used cars. Why go elsewhere to be cheated? Come here first.
No, I feel like that they did on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey. And then you get in there, you're like, you guys cheated me. But we did it first.
Yeah.
Did you read the ad?
Right.
We didn't say we weren't going to cheat you. We just said,
yeah, we just
why
want
go
first
somewhere
chance.
else? Yeah. We want a first right.
We called dibs.
Dibs.
Is that your bag? We're sitting here.
I'm sitting here now. I'm sitting here now.
It's not your row, sir.
Modular sofas, only $2.99. For rest or foreplay? Hey, honey.
I thought you said for rest, you had to buy the additional modulars.
Yeah. No.
But I get it for rest or for play.
But it means foreplay. But see how they misspelled it?
Yeah.
For foreplay. Right. So, again, leave the E off. It means something totally different.
Right. Well, actually, could go either way.
Maybe. Wanted. Hair cutter. Excellent growth potential.
That guy, Damon never sits on the sofa.
He always sits there alone and works up a sweat. What is he doing?
We never is on the sofa.
What's that? Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home.
Jim never vomits at home.
3-year-old teacher needed for preschool. Experience preferred. Hello, everybody. Today, I'm going to teach you how to eat boogers.
Yeah. I've experienced preschool.
This one, they misspelled a word. Our experienced mom will care for your child. Fenced yard, meals, and smacks included. You know what's weird? It's you read that and you're like, oh, it must be a misprint. You come home the next day, your kid's face is red. Yeah. What happened? Okay, look, I told you in the ad.
Yeah,
that was included.
When 5 fingers to the face babysitting rolled up, did you guys not have a question?
What did the hand say to the face? Smack. Our bikinis are exciting. They are simply the tops.
That's exciting.
I like that one.
That's very exciting.
That was pretty good.
No, it changes the meaning of bikini altogether. Yeah. I'm for it.
Wow. All right. Illiterate, write today for free help. Girl wanted to assist magician in cutting off head illusion. Blue Cross and salary. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing benefits.
Yeah, Blue Cross Blue Shield is insurance.
Yeah, but I just don't understand why that's what you put in there.
Yeah.
Here we'll do. Let's do
salary job.
Yeah, let's do one more. Okay, we will oil your sewing machine and adjust tension in your home for $1. If all the tension in your home is based around how your sewing machine lacks oil.
Here's $1. You tell that bitch it's 5 times what I see in the mirror.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now.
5 times.
Yeah. You don't have to touch a sewing machine. You go right on in there. Here's $2.
Here's $2 if you bring that smack woman with you.
Yeah, you skip your next job and you go tell my kid, I want my damn socks when I want them, you know? This just got personal. This got personal? It felt like it got personal.
It felt like that.
It felt like it got personal. Yeah.
Well, I felt like a bit. Yours felt like you really like Chuck is slacking on laundry again.
I felt like I went there. All right, so...
You know who's not going to recruit you? Maytag.
Right.
But Michigan might.
I don't know how old that ad is.
Because Whirlpool isn't.
But for $1, I'm going to come to your house and, I'm going to oil up your sewing machine.
Also, that also feels cheap.
Yeah,
Either way.
Yeah.
If either Dr. Phil in my family or you're fixing my singer. Either way, that feels cheap.
Either way. You got singers and zingers. That's what you call it. So what do? I'm going to go out there and talk mad shit to your family. But I'm going to come over here and I'm going to fix the sewing machine. Then I'm going to go right back out there and talk some more mad shit to your family. Thanks for calling singers and zingers. And he's got a guy with him just goes, but a bump. Just if he has a drum.
Meanwhile, Corey felt you were totally off time on that. Start it again.
Yeah. Come back, King.
Yeah, this is they got zingers, singers, and kingers. Come back, kingers.
You know what? That's what we're going to call this episode.
Yeah, well,
we got singers and singers. I was going to do a strange story. I don't think we need to.
Some people call me Maurice.
Oh, my God. But for $1.
Right.
Listen, I'll come to your house and talk smack to people for free, okay? I will tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I won't touch your sewing machine, so keep your $1 because I have no idea what I'm doing, okay?
Just fold the bag up. That's for you.
Yeah.
You keep that.
You keep that.
You keep that.
Yeah.
Now, where's this bitch? I'm taking down a peg.
It's exactly what I would do.
You can see your hands rubbing together and everything. Just like, I'm ready. You know I'm taking out your attention? Because I brought mine.
And then I start yelling, and like the third thing I tell them is, and I want my socks. And they're like, we didn't say anything about socks. This became oddly personal. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
When I need a white shirt and I can't find,
I'm not going to order my clothes anymore. Where can I find us, Dad?
you can find us at singersandzingers.com or thatchecksout.net. You can find us on all the socials, That Checks Out WDT. Don't forget you can listen to us wherever you find your favorite podcast. Check us out on YouTube. Don't forget we have our song, Cool Dads. We record from you all the time, to you, from you, all the time. Whatever we do,
whatever.
We record at Audio High Podcasting Studios. Come on out, talk to Brian. Check out and get your own show. Or just bother him. That's what we do every time we're down here.
Right. He'll want money when you're done, but you can bother him as long as you want to.
I want money before you start.
That Checks Out has been a TCO Productions. We'll catch you next time.
Where's that bitch I gotta talk to?